I'm going to try to be as brief as I can be, but I also want to be as detailed as I can be. But I need to say this. Um, Ever since I was little, I want to say maybe around, I know I've said this before. Somebody could have heard me talk this, but maybe a lot of y'all probably haven't heard me speak on this shit. But I want to say I may have been like around from like 12 up. It was a lot of things that I used to say growing up that it seemed like only I understood, but at the time I didn't. It's like but I knew, but I didn't. It was weird. Um, One of the things, I'm just gonna speak on this. I spoke about a grand finale. I said this lifetime. This is how I would say it when I was young. This lifetime, it's the grand finale, and everybody gonna be here to see it. I used to say that shit when I was little. Too little to know what a lifetime meant. Too little to understand about anything saying like what the hell I just said, you know? From 11, 12 and up, I want to say it might have been younger than that, but I think it was around like 11, 12 when I started saying it. I would say it out loud, like walking away out of room. I would say it like walking to the car, walking outside. Sometimes I would say it like it would be something happening around like my friends or something at school, and I would randomly say it, or it was family like that. I would and they would nobody understood what I was talking about, and even though I understood enough to say it at that time, I didn't even know what I was talking about. But that was one of the things that I said a lot. This lifetime is the grand finale, and everybody is gonna see it. So I forgot I used to say that shit, like for real, because it's like I grew out of it or something. Like I stopped, and then I ran into one of my high school friends, and I ended up saying it to her, and I scared her away. I scared her away from me when I said it, but I didn't understand it still. Now, for some reason, and it's, I don't know, but I was just sitting here thinking and thinking about music, thinking about the industry, thinking about the frequencies, the harmony, this earth, the people. And I was thinking about how music and the harmony, the frequency, this is what makes this world turn. You got to understand. But it's how it also can change the dynamic of things, the frequency of it all. It can make it dark, it can make it light, it can make it, whatever the frequency want it to be. And it's like a all going MK Ultra static, static, static. Now, looking at this shit hitting the fan, it really made me think back, and I'm thinking about this high profile trial shit with Diddy, but it's not really just about Diddy at this point. It's the industry. It's just the end of its era. But it's up to us how we bring it back, because this shit falling down. But it made me think, because see, music, harmony, frequencies, this is gods and goddess type stuff. This is the heavens work at work. They was playing harps in heaven, man. I mean, I'm being kind of funny, but at the end of the day, I'm not. I'm not. Music goes far back, dynasties back, worlds. worlds. It's universal. It's universal, just like math. It's a lot of things that's universal, man, but we tend to separate it. Now, the fact that music has been carrying on through past lives and lifetimes and basically lifespans, life cycles, lifetimes. And the reincarnation of keeping people in this frequency. You know how they say that that when we die we just return. When we not, some people say we're not supposed to return. We're supposed to move on. But we come back reincarnated. It's like a karmic cycle. This whole earth is moving in that cycle. Not just this person, that person. You know what I'm saying? This shit is global. And the fact that since music has been going back in time, they've been controlling the music for how long? But they didn't control it the whole time, the entire time. They only controlled it for so long. So when I came into this world, this lifetime, I didn't I saw things with my big ass eyes. I read things with my big ass eyes. You know what I'm saying? My heart felt it. My energy, I was an antenna, and I didn't, I'm just living like everybody else, a child, you know? But growing up, what child starts to walk around and randomly say, in this lifetime, this lifetime, this lifetime, who talks like that as a kid, for one, and then say, it's gonna be the grand, the what the it's the, what did I say, the grand finale. It's gonna be the grand finale, and everybody is gonna be here to see it. Peep game on what I said as a child. I wasn't talking about everybody like my family or my friends or people. I ain't know this shit was randomly coming out of my life. I started by saying, the first thing I said was this lifetime. And I'm really pushing that real hard, because this lifetime, look at all the effects. Look at all the things that's blending. Look at all it's almost like glitch. It's almost like a fuse about to blow, you know? A fuse about to pop. Glitch. We see Mandela effects. We see all these other things. Look at how people wake up and go to sleep. Look at all the robotic shit. Look at the things that they doing. They putting brains on robots. Human brains on robots, yo. Peep game. So this lifetime, the grand finale, what's the grand finale? It can't possibly be the stuff that's happening with the entertainment, just by itself, because, making, this is bigger than that. It's it's beyond Diddy. It's beyond any other artist that's fleeing or then got caught up in this madness, being at the right place at the wrong time to them, or the wrong place at the right time to get caught up in the bullshit. Whichever matter it is, this election, the revelation of it all, the revelation of everything. I don't even know who won president. Do they know yet? Do anybody know yet? Have they even got the answer to that? I don't even think it matter, but it really actually do. And it ain't about the economy. It's about the frequency. It's about everything that's moving in a direct order, going actually against the grain of the harmonious order that it's supposed to go in. And so it's not, everything hitting the fan with it, and all these people about to go down about this music. All of these artists, all of these, it ain't just like I say about the rappers and singers. It's a lot of politicianal people. It's finna get big if they allow it to get big. You know, and who our look at what I it's gonna really go back to our government. You know, it's for the people to push it if you know what's up on that type of level. But for the most part, it's gonna go back to the government. And then you're gonna see it don't matter who running president. You're gonna see who all been controlling this system and how they been using y'all, me, everybody, and we've been the slaves the whole damn time. It doesn't matter about it ain't, and I'm not speaking this from no point of view when it come down to where I stand in my living situation, how my pockets looking, what kind of vehicle I'm in, what kind of shoes I got on my feet. None of that shit matter. None of that matters when it come down to your soul and how you've been selling it this whole time to these people slaving. While they been playing you, stealing y'all kids, doing all this other crazy shit, and they taking y'all money while they do it in y'all land. It ain't even about America. it's bigger. It's bigger than that. It ain't a. It's way bigger than that. The lands. This land used to be one continent before it became split apart. And then but they've been hiding shit from us for a very, very, very long time. But where is this can of worms really finna lead? It's bigger than that. And it's something about me saying this shit as a child. This lifetime is gonna be the grand finale, and everybody's gonna be here to see it. Who is everybody? Real talk. Because this gives revelation to me. It's I used to feel certain things in my soul. I used to feel certain things in my soul watching the History Channel, watching, looking at different stuff on YouTube, you know, because way back before I started doing tarot on YouTube, I didn't even know YouTube had tarot because I wasn't interested in looking into it on YouTube. You know, I barely got on YouTube. Once I got on YouTube and realized the research, like like the different history things that would just play after next, I would just let it play. You know what I'm saying, and see what would come up. So once the platform, YouTube's platform to me, I didn't know how deep that shit could go. But you know, seeing all the stuff that this platform holds, it's like, what's the best thing to do, when it's time to actually give back to the people and for the people to really speak up instead of worrying about who we voting for. We need to be worried about who we're about to be enslaved by. And I'm not really gonna take that shit lightly. And I feel like maybe that's why God has been keeping me put up for a reason. This lifetime. So how many lifetimes have they been doing this to us? If this lifetime is it's the grand finale, and everybody's gonna be here to see it. How many lifetimes have this shit been going loop by loop by loop until they get what they want? Because every time they dig somebody up, they wake somebody up. Every time they touch the actual body of an ascended master that's been buried in this dirt, they wake up the soul of that master. And that master goes and embodies in a person. And they start to work. And this happens every time, you know. In this lifetime, everybody gonna be here to see it. everybody.